Welcome to the low end of Market Rental Housing Monitor, available at lemur.ca. This tutorial shows you how you can use the Lemur Housing Monitor to find and utilize data about Canada's private rental market to understand trends impacting housing affordability. The data maps host interactive maps where you can interact with the data directly. There are a number of regional data maps available, which you can find in the main menu at the top of the website under Data Maps, or on the website homepage. The data maps themselves are comprised of a viewing area and sidebar where you can control the interactive elements and review summarized data. The viewing area shows a map overlaid with the data layers. The legend in the top right provides interpretation for the current layer. As you hover over the geographic areas on the map, an information window in the bottom right provides summary statistics about each area. By default, the map shows our composite measure for rental affordability by census tract. Census tracts are small geographic areas delineated by Statistics Canada and which typically have a population of 2,500 to 8,000 people. In this map, the darker areas indicate where rental affordability is most challenging. There are several controls in the sidebar that can be used to change what is displayed on the map. Wherever an information icon is displayed, you can open a tooltip to read definitions. You can toggle the level of geography to view the data at higher levels of aggregation. Depending on the scale of analysis, aggregating to higher levels of geography, or larger areas, can smooth out the noisiness of small-scale data and make interpretation easier. In other cases, higher levels of geography provide access to datasets that are not available in more granular detail. Here, you can see this in action. Forward sortation areas show geographic representations of the first 3 characters of postal codes. Rental market survey zones show larger areas that are used by the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation to report results from its annual survey. And municipality shows administrative boundaries for local governments. In some regions, such as Winnipeg, there is only one municipality spanning the entire region. To change the layers that are visible on the map, you can choose between a base layer and a building layer. The base layers include estimates for the affordable rental stock as a composite measure and by family size. It also includes information about the rental stock and unit market types. And where available, it provides additional contextual layers such as primary market vacancy rate, core housing need, amenity density, evictions filing rates, and building permit activity. Building layers are available only in regions where building-level data were accessible. These display individual buildings as points on top of the base layer. The legend for the building layer is displayed in the sidebar when the layer is toggled on. When the buildings are displayed on the map, you can select individual points to bring up an info window with details about the selected building. Using linkages on standardized addresses, the map is able to show building-level details across multiple datasets. For example, in Toronto, this includes information about the size of the building, the evaluation score from the city's Rent-Safe TO program, the number of evictions filings by year and type from the Provincial Landlord and Tenant Board, and the building permit activity from the city's planning department. These data will vary by region based on what data were available. You can also change the year displayed. The map includes data that spans a range of years, with some datasets going back to 2006. When a dataset is not available in a particular year or at a particular level of geography, the text will be grayed out and cannot be selected. To focus on a single geographic area, you can either select an area directly on the map or use the drop-down menu or address search function in the sidebar. Geographic areas can be deselected in the drop-down menu or by using the link above the drop-down. Below the map controls, the sidebar displays summary statistics for the selected region. These include the estimated stock of affordable private market rental units. Our affordability definition takes into consideration that income varies by family size. Therefore, we provide different estimates for each of the family sizes up to 4-person families. We also calculate a composite measure, which is a weighted summary of all 4 measures. We can see that 1-person households face greater affordability challenges than larger families that are more likely to have dual incomes. Below this section, we estimate the distribution of rental units by market type. Data for primary market rental units comes from the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation Rental Market Survey. The secondary market unit counts are supplied by the census, and non-market housing is provided by other levels of government where available. We can see that primary market units, or units built specifically for rental purposes, only supply a portion of the total rental market. Below this section, we provide additional summary statistics which provide context for the statistics above. These include population and household characteristics, an amenity density measure which ranks proximity to services, other details about the rental stock, and evictions filings, where available. These summary statistics will be refreshed when you select a different year or geographic area. Unless indicated otherwise, the summary statistics are drawn from the census and show data from the census previous to the year selected. For more detailed information about the datasets and their definitions, each region has its own data definition page, which is accessible from the main menu and through this button at the top of the data map. Each term can be expanded to show the detailed definition, the years that the dataset covers, a listing of the data owners, and the publication year. Finally, the datasets displayed in each of the maps can be downloaded from the Lemur Housing Monitor data portal. The data downloads pages for each region can be accessed through this button at the top of the data map. You can download data for each region and by each level of geography in a comma-separated format that can be opened in Excel and other software. The data portal is run on the CCAN Open Data Platform, which provides an API for those who wish to access the data programmatically. We also provide an R package as a wrapper around the CCAN API for analysts who wish to bring data into R directly. For examples of how Lemur Housing Monitor data can be used, please check out the data stories available from the main menu or from the home page. This guided analysis allows you to gain quick insight into the data without having to crunch the numbers yourself. It also provides examples of the different ways in which the data can be used and what types of analyses are possible. The data stories range in content from a look at big picture trends and change over time across the country, to a neighborhood-level analysis using building-level data, to documenting the challenges and barriers that we faced accessing administrative data. Each data story is presented in a journalistic style with narrative text and supporting figures. Thank you for watching our introduction to the Lemur Housing Monitor. Visit lemur.ca, that's LEMR.ca, to explore the data maps, to understand and contextualize the data on rental housing affordability across Canada. If you would like to get in touch with our team, please find our contact information in the video description below.